Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing. A quick update here after a donation and support to the channel for some Harmony 1. We're going to take a look at this real quick. Got our volume indicator pro on there, right? And then we can see if we just draw some support lines out real quick. We can see we got some kind of support and resistance going on right here. That's kind of your middle divide line. You can see down there you have support, support, and all resistance, right? So we'll have that in there. And then really though, if you want to look at this, it's really this. We don't even need it there. Come on. Bam. So we're going to say it's something like this, right? Get that out of there. And then what do we got here? And then we could say we got something going on here like this, right? You got kind of a rising channel happening, right? See that? If we take a look at our industry exclusive perching tool real quick, you can see we entered into the channel, our first upper resistance, then we go down and we get supported off the bottom of the shithouse, then we come up, then we crash and have a whole slew of support here, then we have a phenomenal pump here, and then we get rejected and we come down to the moving averages. So we're trading within this range right here, right? So that's just a baseline, something to look at. And then if we take a look at, I was just thinking of something to look at and I lost my train of thought, you know? Oh, if we take a look at our Fibonacci retracement tool, this is a very nice tool to use. It's right there. You go from the bottom of the move to the top. And now you can kind of see it bounced off the 78% Fibonacci retracement. And then it's had a full recovery, right? See that? So now what I would look to see here is on your way back down, what I would think is going to happen here, if you can't keep pumping from right here as the volume declines, which is kind of bearish, I would say let's see if you retest these areas now and your lower support. I would watch in the next few days, get out of here, to see if you come back down in the Harmony 1 and retest these areas right here, right? See if you come down and retest and you kind of trade down. We'll see if you kind of step down here, right? And retest that upper resistance or lower support with our industry exclusive price note right here. We'll see if you start to come down and retest this area, right? And what happens if you retest right here after this recent pump from the 78.2 Fibonacci retracement level. And then you wanted to know where some shithouse lines are. So this would be your major upper uptrending resistance support right here. If you break that, the bottom of the channel coincides with the top of the shithouse, right? And the top of the shithouse starts down here at 0.0069, right? That's where the top of the shithouse starts. If you're looking to buy in the shithouse, that's where the top of it starts. And all we have in this coin right now is you buy lower support, you sell up a resistance, right? Right now we're kind of in no man's land. It could keep trading up into here and then get rejected and trade back down like that. Or you could right now, or you could right now see this coin has it's starting to sort of form a rounding top here, trade back down and retest this major underneath support on this rising channel underneath the support line. That's at 0.0987 right now, right? So that's what I'm going to be watching out for in this coin right now. The rest of the market on this football Saturday has been kind of quiet. That's why I haven't really been on here. I was enjoying my Michigan in the Fighting Jim Harbaughs after they beat down the Northwestern Wildcats. A scrappy bunch from Northwestern, right? But it was a very boring game as Michigan just ran the ball 60 times or so, right? And they get ready for a showdown in East Lansing next Saturday afternoon against Michigan State Spartans. And one of the generals of the criminal gangster cartel, right? So we're going to look forward to that with the Fighting Jim Harbaughs and the Wolverines next week in a top 10 showdown in East Lansing And the winner has an inside track at the Big Ten East title, right? So we'll see how that goes. But we're going to need to see some explosive offensive plays to take down the Sparty next week. But you can see the coins haven't really done anything. They've been within a few percent of zero either way. You can see Bitcoin if we zoom in. We have to retest weekend right now. And right now, you can see we came all the way down to... we had a little bit of a dump this morning. We'll go to the hour time frame. Yeah, you can see we have retest weekend because we think we're going to come down and retest this zone this weekend, the 53,000 possible. And you can see we dipped down below the moving average in the hour time frame. So this could be bearish now. You see how we're below the green line, which is the 200-day moving average. Let's get my drawing tool out. I want to do this. Get that out. Get that out here to now. But see how we're below the 200. Come on. Come on, drawing tool. But see how we're below the 200-day moving average now, right, on that crash. And then we came back up, and we keep getting rejected now by it. If this falls down now and breaches this low, you're signifying to being bearish now because you're below the 200-day moving average and you got rejected. And then you might take the elevator down and retest that $53,000 mark like we were talking about in retest weekend. If you're looking for the bullish case, you need to bounce back on top of that moving average and then shoot up and take the stairs up. Because you like to take the stairs up and the elevator down, right? Markets like to move up like this, taking the stairs, and then they like to end taking the elevator right to the basement, right? So right now, I would say this is bearish as you're underneath this 200-day moving average in the hour time frame, and it might be setting up for another leg down to retest in the Bitcoin on retest the weekend here at Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. You can see the XRP. You know, we have that phenomenal call going, and with our industry exclusive wavy line price predicting tool right there, you can see what we think we're in right now, and there's no reason to change this as we're trading within this green support box with a descending upper resistance. That green ring that's acted as overhead resistance that initiated the crash. Now we think we're going to trade in between this range, and then we're going to head down in the next leg down in the bear market in the XRP. As you know, we have a short-term target of down here that we think is going to be happening after you break out of this descending triangle where you have overhead resistance, horizontal underneath support, forms like a duck beak where it's very wide at the beginning and very narrow at the end. And that's where the breakdown, I believe, is going to happen. And it's going to move down to the next leg down. As we know, we have an ultimate target way down there at about 72 cents out of this fall down on a 46.69% call that was made way back there by Vincenzo, or right there before it went bam and popped up and started it, as the call was a phenomenal call by me back there, right? And if we look at the rest of the market, the Doge is up about 2% right now today. And we've been saying as soon as we got by this orange ring, it would initiate a fall, and it did with our industry exclusive drawing tool. You can see we came down and we fell, and then we came back up and back tested it and got rejected. And I think this is about to come on down for another leg down on another phenomenal call by crossing this orange ring was going to initiate a fall, and we think that's going to happen very, very shortly here in the DOGECOIN. Like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.